The United Kingdom, land of hope and glory. And who better to entrust with the nation's heritage than Jedward? Today the boys will compete to give some unsuspecting tourists the best tour of the River Thames.
London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
Will they rise to the occasion?
Opening the bridge in 3, 2, 1.
Or will they burn their bridges?
You know what I told you.
You didn't.
You're meant to be helping me.
It's Jedward's big adventure!
My legs are so sore.
Come with us, there's so much to discover. Crazy adventure with me and my brother. We'll dig up things that will freak you out. Jedward's big adventure. Be a tour guide, there's so much to do. There's a whole planet out there and it's just for you. Never know what you find, it will mess with your mind. Parents and children, totally wild. Amazing Jedward's big adventure.
The River Thames, the heart of London, with its boats, bridges, historical buildings, and high-rise hair?
Eder, where are we? I don't know. It's our mission. In just 24 hours' time, you will each have to give a guided tour of the River Thames. Awesome! Whoever gives the best tour will get to ride along the Thames in a super fast, speeding rib boat. Whoever loses will have to do the fish slapping dance. What's that? What is a fish slapping dance? I don't know, John. Let's get out of here. The bell's ringing.
But the boys are going to need some help.
Look who it is, Edward. It's Ed Petrie from all over the place. And Richard Wisker from Friday Download. So Ed and Richard, what do you guys know about the River Thames?
It's not Thames, it's Thames.
Yeah. Ed, what do you know?
Well, I live in London, so I've crossed the River Thames a lot. I've travelled on it a lot, but I don't know very much
You
about
guys don't seem to know anything, okay? But anyway, you guys relax, but we got the facts. Come on, Ed, let's go ask the experts.
On a boat with Jedward.
Tomorrow, John and Edward will be leading a group of tourists on a tour of the Thames, a place they can't pronounce and know nothing about.
I can see a clock.
John will be helped by Ed Petrie, while Edward will be with Richard Wisker. Each team will be given 3 stories, which the tourists will be tested on to find out which team make the best tour guides.
John, put your life jacket on. Let's do this.
It's time for the boys to meet their first expert, Amy. She's going to kick things off to a speedy start with a boat ride to find out all about the river itself. Time for the boys to concentrate and start cramming those facts.
Welcome to the Thames.
And how long is the River Thames?
215 miles.
Starting as a small stream in the Cotswolds, the River Thames flows 215 miles right through the centre of London and out to the North Sea. But 25,000 years ago, the Thames was just a tributary of the River Rhine, which runs all the way through Europe because Britain was not then an island. Contrary to what people think, the Thames is now a very clean river. From having been biologically dead in the 1950s, it now holds over 120 different species of fish, thanks to conservation work.
Amazing.
In fact, in 1974, they actually caught a salmon here. So that was a sign that we're on the way up.
You can catch salmon, so you mean we can make sushi?
You certainly could.
Want to go for lunch later, Amy?
Steady on, boys, you've just met her. Keep focusing on these River Thames facts. And there's no time to linger, as here's their second location and their new guide, Peter. There he is. He'll be giving them a monumental tour of a place called, the Monument.
Right, Jedward, welcome to the Monument.
We're here to find out all we can about this. What is this?
The monument was designed by the famous architect Sir Christopher Wren and completed in 1677. It was built to commemorate the Great Fire of London, which started in nearby Pudding Lane. The fire lasted 3 days and destroyed 13,000 houses and 89 churches. But miraculously, though, there were only 6 deaths.
Only 6 people died?
That's absolutely correct. It was quite slow burning. People had time to escape.
Why not put it out?
They didn't have a fire brigade. That was set up after the Great Fire.
Well, where did the people run to? They run to the beach?
They ran to the river, took boats and went into the river.
What river?
Or onto the hills. The Thames, of course.
Thames River. I know.
Sorry, did he actually just ask what river? Can I get a playback?
What river?
Onto the hills, the Thames, of course.
Yes, yes he did. Oh.
But me and Ed want to go to the top. Can we go to the top?
Of course you can, let's
All
go.
right, Peter, let's go. You lead the way.
Careful.
That was crazy. What a workout. My legs are so sore. Johnny, we now have an amazing view of London. Peter, how many steps did we just walk up?
311.
It felt like 3 million. Oh. Okay, it's getting really cold up here. Let's get out of here.
Bruh, let's hope they don't have brain freeze and forget all of those key facts, because tomorrow it's John and Edward's turn. They'll go head-to-head as they each take a group of tourists along the River Thames, with the loser facing a fishy forfeit. I trout their teammates fancy that. Do you see what I did there?
On a serious note, I'm scared of fish. I am terrified. I can't lose. This
You
is
want to make sure that our team loses so you don't get caught.
If you do that for me, you'll be a brother.
It's never going to happen.
Oh, I see how it is.
Bet he's not scared of fish. This is James, a London Bridge expert with the next story. Hi, James! Hello? Come back!
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady.
James, how old is this bridge?
Well, the bridge you see there today goes back to about 1960s, but the history of London Bridge is far, far greater than that, though.
It was the Romans who founded London, or Londinium as they called it. They built a fort where the Tower of London now stands, and the first river crossing where London Bridge sits today. In medieval times, London Bridge used to be covered in houses whose tenants paid rent to the kings of England. Scotland's braveheart William Wallace had the unfortunate honour of being the first of many heads to be displayed on the bridge, along with others like Sir Thomas More and Guy Fawkes.
Oh!
I've got a present to show you guys. Show you what they used to do to the heads upon spikes.
Oh! That guy looks pretty happy.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think he is. Back in the olden days, London Bridge used to have houses upon it. People used to just throw their sewage out the window straight into the river.
No wonder why the River Thames got so dirty.
Not only that, though, there was a death tax. So if your gran died, you had to pay to bury her body. Forget that. What people used to do is to come up to the river, goodbye gran, throw her over the edge straight in the river.
So right now, there's lots of skeletons in the river of people who threw people in the river.
Absolutely.
Really I know, it's actually so scary. Seriously, I'm freaked out.
So am I! The boys are halfway through their tour of the Thames. So far, they found out how long the Thames is, how tall the monument is, and some rather gruesome facts about London Bridge. There it is again! Tomorrow they'll be going head-to-head. Who will sink? And who will swim? Next, off to check out another bridge, Tower Bridge. And here's Peter again.
This is amazing!
All right, guys. Welcome to Tower Bridge.
What can you tell us about Tower Bridge?
Right. Initially built because London expanded so much, London Bridge couldn't cope with the traffic. They had to build somewhere else to allow people to cross. In the late 19th century, London became so overcrowded that a new bridge was desperately needed. So in 1886, work began on a pioneering design, which took 8 years to complete. Divers prepared the riverbed for massive piers, and construction workers worked at 46 metres above the water without safety nets. These days, over 40,000 vehicles successfully cross the bridge every day. But in 1952, there was a near miss when it started to open with the number 78 bus still on it.
This bridge is amazing. Who built it?
Two architects were there. Horace Jones unfortunately died in harness, which meant he died before he completed construction. John Wolfe Barry took over.
It's almost like two castles on a bridge.
It is, it's totally unique.
Is there any ghosts?
No.
Are you sure?
No, I haven't seen any.
What do you do if you see a ghost?
Talk to it.
Called...
That's the spirit. Get it? Spirit. I don't know. Anyway, let's see how the boys are doing remembering all those facts.
There's like loads of dates to remember, so I've got to like get my head around all the different dates because I'm always thinking about my birthday. I'm just hoping that the Queen watches this show and she asks us to bring her on a tour of London.
Yes, I heard she watches with the corgis all the time. Meet Glenn. Hi, Glenn. He's one of the bridge controllers. He's going to take us inside Tower Bridge and tell us another story. I hope it's uplifting.
So Glenn, where are we right now?
Well, you're in the old bridge driving cabin where the bridge used to be controlled from. The bascles, French for seesaw, are the arms of the bridge. They raise and lower to let ships pass through. On average, the bascles are raised 3 times a day or 1,000 times a year. They used to be powered by enormous steam engines, but today the bascles are driven by oil and electricity. And rather than heavy levers, they can be opened by a simple press of a button.
Whoa! Where are we?
Well, you are actually in the bascule chamber now. The bascule comes down when the bridge raises. When we actually do a bridge lift, that will swing right down to all does.
And then when the boat calls you guys and goes, yo, what's happening?
That's
and
it.
then the whole white thing comes all the way down. You can't be in here when it's moving or else you'd be squished like a sandwich. What are those noises?
It's actually the cars and the lorries, buses going across the bridge.
Wow. Do you think me and John are going to do a good job tomorrow being tour guides?
I'm sure you'll be brilliant tour guides, but for now we've got to get out of it because the bridge is going to open.
Well, let's go!
Quick, run! There's still one more story, and Amy's back. This time she'll be showing the boys one of the most famous landmarks on the Thames, Cleopatra's Needle.
What is this? It was a present for us from Egypt.
Cleopatra's Needle is 3,500 years old, making it the oldest structure in London. It was given to England by the Egyptians in 1819 to commemorate the victories of the Battle of the Nile and the Battle of Alexandria, and eventually transported to London. But not all is how it should be. Early in the 20th century, the bronze sphinxes were taken away to be cleaned and put back facing the wrong way round. Some say it's how Queen Victoria preferred them, but this way round they're useless as the ferocious protectors they were meant to be.
And I came all the way from Egypt, it's amazing.
The reason its name's Cleopatra's Needle, they think, is because the boat that brought it over was called Cleopatra.
Amy, I thought it was something to do with, like, remember the Egyptians used to put the needle in your nose and pull out the brain?
No. You wouldn't want that up your nose. They reckon the needle's actually cursed.
This is cursed.
That's what they believe.
Is there a mummy inside?
No, there's no mummies inside. It's a solid piece of stone. Something that you guys might find interesting is this needle's actually a twin. The other twin is in New York.
John, sometimes I wish you were in New York. No, sometimes I wish you were in New York eating hot dogs. Sometimes I wish you were in London and I was in New York having a great time eating hot dogs.
Boys, it's been a nice day. Don't spoil it. It's time to say goodbye. Tomorrow, John and Edward will be the experts, with Ed and Richard helping to bridge the gaps in their knowledge. Moving swiftly on to Jedward HQ, where the teams are busy preparing all of their props and desperately trying to remember everything they've been told today for the big tour tomorrow. But things don't seem to be going that smoothly, as Edward still can't get his head around the most important fact: the name of the river.
So I gotta tell you all about the geography of the Thames.
It's the Thames.
Thames.
The River Thames.
Thames.
That's the only thing I know.
Okay.
If you can't get that right, we're gonna lose.
So it's Thames.
Yeah, the River Thames.
Okay. The monument, okay, it's really cool.
Yeah.
You go up there all tourists, and by the time you go from the bottom to the top, your legs really, really hurt.
Is that a fact?
It's a fact.
Yeah.
You're like,
do we get points for that though? Your legs really hurt if you get to the top?
Yeah, I think so. I
don't think you do.
Time they used to like punish people and get their heads and put them on spikes to punish them. So the Guy Fawkes, really famous. He had a beard exactly like this. Check it out.
I want to win. I want this boat trip.
Hello, we've got a paper mache head.
Time to get your heads down. Lights out. Nighty-night. Morning! Are the boys ready? They better be, because there's a group of tourists on their way to the banks of the river, and they have no idea where they're going or with whom.
Hopefully the tour guide will be funny and happy, not old and boring and grumpy.
I don't know where we're going, and sometimes surprises make me get all weird inside.
Well, you're in for a shock. Time for the tour guides to introduce themselves.
What's up, guys? I'm John. I'm Edward. You see tour guides who do this? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, we have celebrity guests. Do you guys want to know who they are?
Yes!
So, my celebrity guest is Ed Petrie from the hit series All Over the Place! And I've got Richard Wisker from Friday Download. Get over here, guys. What's up, Ed? Are you excited about being with me? Are you guys excited?
Yeah!
I said, are you guys excited?
Yeah!
Well, let's run this week being excited!
It's time for the tour to begin, and Team Edward are up to start. Will they be able to make a big enough splash to get the facts about the River Thames across to the tourists?
Go Edward, go Emily, go Olivia, go Ella, go Cy. Hit it, let's get out of here.
Remember, whichever team delivers the facts the best wins a speedy boat ride, with the losers being slapped with a big wet fish. Yuck.
We're now in the Thames River. Do you guys think there's any fish here?
Yeah. Yes.
Tell them about fish.
I don't like fish, I'm scared of fish.
How many species do you think are on this Thames River?
Do you know? I know. 120 different species.
How much species are there?
120.
Guess what, guys? In 1952, the Thames was declared biologically dead. That meant that no fish could live here or anything.
So you know it used to be dirty, but now it's clean.
It's clean now? I want to get a drink.
No, you can't drink it.
Really?
No, it's not that clean. And did you know there's 215 miles of water? How many, Ed?
215 miles. But anyway, we're now going under a bridge that makes really cool echoes. Everybody scream! Echo! Echo!
Echo! Echo! Sorry, carry on.
So that's your tour of the history and geography of the River Thames. Over and out.
It's a strong start from Team Edward. Next stop, the monument. Will Ed be the tower of strength John needs to get the facts across?
What's the first fact we gotta tell them about the monument, Ed?
What's it a monument for? I'll give you a clue.
Yes, this was built to commemorate the Great Fire of London, and it was finished in 1677.
No, 1666.
No, it was
16.
no.
Oh, finished. Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, it was finished in 1977.
No, 1677.
No, it's no.
No, not 1977.
Oh, come on! If you two are confused, how must the tourists be feeling?
All right, moving on, okay.
It was a really big fire. It destroyed over 13,000 houses.
89 churches were destroyed in the Great Fire of London. And when was the Great Fire of London?
1666. Really easy to remember. Loads of sixes.
1666. At the very, very top, there's like this crazy gold sparkly thing on the top. What's that to represent?
Fire.
No, it's used to represent Jedward hair. It's actually not. It's actually used to represent the fire. We now have this awesome, crazy quiz. This. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, that's giving the game away.
How many people died? Take off 3 zeros. You ready for this? It's 6.
It's all 6 people. Yeah.
Does anybody know how tall it is? 61 meters tall. Okay, last question before we go to the top of the monument is how many steps are there to the top?
Don't know.
No,
I think we should count them.
You sure?
Yeah, I think we should count them on the way up.
All right, let's go. Come on, you know the way ahead. Let's go.
Follow me.
Come on, guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12. I'm already regretting this a lot. 310, 311.
Yes, we did it, guys. Come on, guys, get over here. Yes. We did it, guys. We made it to the top of the monument. How are you guys all feeling after the top of the monument? Tired? But isn't it an amazing view? Who wants to bungee jump down the monument? Well, you know what? You can't because that's totally unsafe. So we got to walk all the way back down.
Well, on that health and safety note, what did the tourists think?
It was really interesting and funny at the same time, so it was great.
I think Team John were really funny and they got the facts across very well. And I think it's going to be hard competition for Team Edward.
Nice work, boys. Back on the river, and it's Team Edward's turn. Can they remember the story of London Bridge?
Guys, welcome to London Bridge. This bridge was first made by the Romans, and they named London, but they said it in Roman. They said Londinium. Wow. What's it called?
Londinium.
So much history to this bridge, like real gory, like crazy, like sick things happen here. Like they used to put heads on spikes. Ew! The first person whose head was put on a spike was William
Wallace?
William Wallace.
Phew.
And who's this guy?
That's Guy Fawkes. The main point was to scare the general public so they wouldn't do any bad things. So that means you couldn't like take sweets from a shop or your head would end up on a stick. So, catch!
Gross.
Does my helmet look cool?
You look like a Roman. I think you could have passed for a Roman.
I'm thinking of changing my hair to a red mohawk. What do you think?
I think it makes you look like a chicken. Anywho, will the tourists remember the facts about London Bridge, or did it all just go over their heads? Team John's turn now to take over at Tower Bridge, but how are they feeling about their chances of success?
We're doomed. We're actually doomed.
When it comes to doing the tour, I will rock it, okay? The facts will be coming out of me like like spaghetti.
What? Spaghetti? Oh dear, poor Ed. They're doomed. They're actually doomed.
All right, guys, we're here in Tower Bridge. It took 400 people in total to build Tower Bridge, but the most important person you got to remember who designed the bridge, his name is
Yes?
Well, you know, what is it?
I know, you haven't told me anything. I know nothing.
Oh, come on, boys.
Okay, it's Horace Jones.
Oh,
okay?
phew.
Horace Jones designed the Tower Bridge.
Brilliant.
You know what it is, I told you.
You didn't.
You're meant to be helping me.
Well, yeah, I would help you if you told me anything.
I can't remember
nothing.
everything.
I know nothing.
Awkward.
Okay, that tower there and that tower there. That's the North Tower. That's the South Tower.
No, that's south.
Oh.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, that's
sure?
south. Yeah, that is definitely the South Tower.
Okay.
That's North London.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
It's not a great start, boys, if I'm honest. Oh, but what's this? A bit of undercover spying from the other team. Sneaky. Let's see if they can do better at Cleopatra's Needle.
Isn't it awesome?
Yeah.
Do you guys know where it's from?
Egypt.
Yes. It's from
Who's on it?
Egypt. We gotta get to our outfits. Put our outfits on.
To help get the facts across, Team Edward have decided to dress up as a rather fetching Queen Victoria and a glamorous Cleopatra. Looks more like Jessie J.
In the Victorian times, you decided to get those two sphinxes clean, didn't you?
Yep. And I
you
decided to change it because I was paranoid.
And she faced them around the wrong way. So guys, sphinx, they're actually lions and they go, roar.
Everyone do their best lion impression, go on.
Roar. Anyway, it's like 3,500 years old. It's like the oldest thing in London. How crazy is that? It's older than all your grannies.
And it wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
Cleopatra. Ooh, Why are you guys all sitting? Everybody get up and let's do the Egyptian dance.
Oh, teach me the Egyptian.
Goes this way, that way. Let's go.
Nice dance, boys. But did your moves do enough to impress?
Get low.
Or did they distract from the facts?
I thought the boat trip was really fun. The tour guides did really well.
I think Richard and Edward did really well. They got their facts across right, but we'll just have to wait and see for the results.
It's the final stop of the tour at Tower Bridge and Team John's last attempt to get the facts across to the tourists. Will the boys remember enough to win a thrill ride down the river, or will they be slapped with a stinky fish?
Welcome to this amazing, cool place.
They say, whoa!
Just so you guys know, this is called the Bascular Chamber.
I think that's called the Bascule Chamber, John.
We're right now inside Tower Bridge.
So if the bridge opened right now, we get squashed by that massive bit of metal coming down.
But instead of scaring their tourists half to death, the boys have a humongous treat in store for one of their tour party.
Me and Ed, okay, because we're like the coolest tour guides in the whole entire world, we have got permission later to press the buttons to open the bridge. Who wants to do it? Me!
Oh, everyone wants to press the button. This calls for a classic pull a name out of the hat scenario, Jedward style.
Oh my god, who's that gonna be? Whose name is this? Who's gonna be the chooser? Press the button. Edward! You excited?
Yeah.
You get to open Tower Bridge.
Boys, we actually have to get out of here because the bridge is going to be opening very soon because a boat's going to be coming through.
Let's get out
let's get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here. Come on, guys, let's get out of here.
What an honour. The boys are going to open Tower Bridge. But could all of this excitement prove a huge distraction to the tourists? And to top it off, here come Edward and Richard on a boat to try and put them off even more.
Come with us, there's so much to discover. A crazy adventure with me and my brother. We'll dig up things that will freak you out.
Because this is Jedward's Big Adventure. Yeah! Back to the bridge opening.
Hello, Glenn.
Hello there.
So we're going to open Tower Bridge, are we?
You certainly are.
This is Edward, and he is so excited about opening Tower Bridge. Yeah. Are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Bridge controls are now switched on. Is that John talk? J to the E to the D to the word. Plant Jedward.
Oh, it's John!
Plant Jedward. Plant Jedward. Plant Jedward.
This is so cool.
If you do not clear the bridge, you will be exterminated.
There's some really confused people walking across that bridge right now.
Opening the bridge in 3, 2, 1.
Edward, you take over now. You're about to raise Tower Bridge.
London,
catch.
Grab the handle and gently pull it back.
There we go.
Oh my God!
Oh my! Whoa! It's the coolest thing ever. That's so cool. It's so cool.
Definitely opening.
It opens out ring.
Oh, so cool.
That is so awesome.
This is so epic! Yes! Awesome!
London, this is the man who just raised Tower Bridge. Right here, London. Right here.
It's an impressive climax from Team John. They raised the bridge, but will it be enough to raise them to victory? It's the moment of truth. Have the tourists remembered those all-important vital facts on the River Thames? Or was all of the dancing, bridge opening and bickering too much of a distraction? It's time to find out as the tourists take the big test. Will the tourists remember how tall the monument is?
61 meters tall.
Who was the first person to have their head put on a stick?
William
Wallace?
Catch!
Or how many species of fish are there in the River Thames?
How much species are there?
120.
They're being asked 2 questions on each of the stories. For each correct answer, there's a point in it for the team that told that story. And the team with the most points will win, whilst the losers will face a humiliating fish-slapping dance with loads of smelly old fish. Yuck! The test is now over. It's time to reveal the score.
Right, the moment you've all been waiting for. Edward and Richard, 12 points.
Oh my Jedward, that's really bad.
John and Ed, 27.
Oh, yes! No.
Richard, what
12
am I? What am I?
Yeah, all right.
Where are you?
I'm a fish.
Here, just fishing. I just caught you all the bags.
You said we had this in the bag.
John, I think we've got a boat to catch.
Yeah, come on, let's get out of here.
Congratulations, Team John, kicking off the series with his first win. John and Ed are now off to ride the waves of victory on an exhilarating, adrenaline-pumping, super-fast speedboat. While the losers, Edward and Richard, will now have to partake in a gruesome fish-slapping dance where they'll get disgustingly slapped by a load of rotten old fish. How will Richard cope, seeing as he's terrified of fish? Or will the sheer pleasure of slapping Edward with one cure his fishy phobia?
It's not good. I just don't like fish. I can't get my head around that we've lost. Not good. I feel really sick.
Here we go. Yeah, looks like he's cured.
Woo! This is what